Have you ever looked around your church on a Sunday morning and thought, we've got a lot of people here, but not many participants? I've been there. When I was a pastor, I remember the quiet tension. Full rooms, busy calendars, solid programs. But underneath it all, a nagging question. Are we making disciples or managing consumers? Because if we're honest, today's church can drift. People come, they sit, they receive, and then they leave. We don't articulate it, but we know what's expected. Feed me, serve me, inspire me, help me. The church for many has become something we attend, not something we embody. And here's the problem. A consumer mindset undermines disciple making. It sidelines people who were never meant to sit on the sidelines. It limits faith formation to information instead of participation. And it fragments the body into age-based silos rather than a shared mission. And I had to wrestle with that because the scriptures paint a very different picture. Ephesians 2:10 reminds us that we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. Not just adults, not just leaders, not just the ready or the trained, all of us, children, youth, adults, seniors, every generation created with purpose, invited into participation. That changes everything. So the question isn't, how do we serve people better? We must ask, how do we invite people into the mission of God together? From consumers to contributors. What if children weren't just cared for, but commissioned? What if teenagers weren't just entertained, but entrusted? What if adults and seniors weren't just attending, but actively cultivating generational faith formation? This is where real formation happens. Not in isolation, not in observation, but in shared, meaningful participation. When people serve together, faith becomes visible. When generations interact, wisdom is shared and identity is shaped. When everyone contributes, the church starts to look more like a body and less like an audience. So here's the honest question. Are our ministries producing consumers or cultivating contributors? And maybe the harder question, where have we unintentionally reinforced passivity? Because shifting from consumers to contributors isn't easy. It takes honesty to see what's really happening and the courage to change what's comfortable. But it's worth it. Because the goal should never be to fill rooms and sanctuaries. It's full of lives engaged in God's mission. And that's the heart behind my new book, Integrated Ministry, Reclaiming Generational Disciple Making. If this resonates with you, if you're sensing the consumerism tension too, I want to invite you to take a closer look at integrated ministry, because there's a more biblical way forward.